My name is Jane Dodds. I'm the Senedd member for Mid and West Wales. I'm also the leader of the Welsh Liberal Democrats as well. As a teenager, I was very interested in human rights and in human rights, particularly in Central America. And I got very, very involved in Central American countries and South American countries. And I guess from there, that sparked a real interest in me wanting to think about UK politics. But I went away and did social work in child protection for about 26 years, decided that actually I wanted to influence policy more. I was working with children in poverty and I thought I need to sort this out. So I became a counsellor in Richmond in southwest London. Then I moved back to Wales. I became elected to the UK Parliament for a short period of time. And then in 2021, I became elected to the Welsh Senedd, which is where I am now. I come from a Welsh speaking family, a Welsh family. I was influenced by my mum, who really was passionate about Welsh politics. So, really, for me, she was a great role model. And then the issue around child poverty, families living in dire situations, really influenced me. And, I tried to do something about them individually when I was a social worker. But actually, what I wanted to do was to see a change in policy across the board. Well, there were lots of things that I wanted to see, but primarily it was seeing a more equal society. It was the social justice issue. I'd also worked with refugees and asylum seekers for a long period of time as well, both here and abroad. And I really wanted to see us change our attitude towards people who come from abroad, particularly those escaping war situations and are at the threat of being hurt or being oppressed in some way. I kind of felt our society was becoming more poisoned by the language. I'm still the same now, unfortunately. But I also wanted to make sure that we did look at child poverty, because that's really terrible that in 2025 we still have 29% of our children here in Wales living in poverty. The biggest challenge is as a woman thinking you can do it. For a long time, I just didn't think I could do it. I didn't think I was worthy, whatever that means, really, as a word. And I have to say, the people who supported me the most and made me believe that I had a sense that I could do it were actually men. They were really behind me, not only within my family, but outside. And they decided to put their kind of ambitions aside to help me to really get on the front foot, to find myself in frontline politics. Yeah, well, it is having that personal support and that support of a group around you, but it is about organisations as well. So, obviously, Elector, an amazing organisation that helps women both kind of think about their own individual aspirations, but also on a more institutional level as well. It is a sense that we can see the changes in society, I hope, to make it more acceptable for women going in. We're not there yet, though, are we? We need better childcare. We need better social care. We need to change the dynamic and the culture around the fact that women adopt the caring role, and change that totally in our society so that we see that more equal and more socially just as well. When I was elected to the UK Parliament, what surprised me the most was still the sense of misogyny within that Parliament. It was a really hard slog. That was about 7 years ago. I'm hoping things have changed, but it was an incredibly difficult environment for kind of emotional safety, in my view. Hoping that's changed. So coming to the Senedd, that's totally different. It feels, as a woman, emotionally safe, and I think that's really, really important. And I think the challenge still remains around social media and how we can really tackle the misogyny within our social media environments. I have managed to ban greyhound racing with a number of people here in the Senedd, but also with our fantastic animal welfare organisations. So that's been a real achievement for me. I'm the owner of greyhounds, and really, that's really important. In relation to children, I've developed with stakeholders a bill called Bill Pob Plentin, which it translated is a bill for every child, which is actually putting statutory requirements on measuring child poverty within that. But there's also other issues within Bill Poor Plenton as well. And then I guess the third thing for me was the budget deal. I came in for a lot of criticism, but actually for me to achieve more childcare for our families here in Wales, free for 2-year-olds, better enhanced social care, and also to see our local authorities have more money. That's a huge achievement for me. There's more to be done, but those are a good start. Well, I think I mentioned it, and it's about social media. It's about the sense that you are being got at all the time, as a woman, particularly. I don't want this to put anybody off, but it is harder. I've had threats on my life. Even last week, there was a difficult time on social media. Um, I think one of the biggest things we need to just get across is talking to people about it, opening up. We're sometimes a little bit anxious about talking about it, but talking to people, particularly children and young people, about how it affects others. So the impact that it's had on me and my family has been major. So how, just trying to open up that sense that you have a responsibility as soon as you open your keyboard, you have a responsibility to the person you're attacking the other end. So I want to see more done on educating and raising awareness in children, young people, but in everybody, that you can achieve things. You should never ever be put off. That as a woman, you can really step into that space and be confident and just open your mouth. Took me a while to realize I could do that. Hoping I've realized I can do that, and I want to go on and do more. Because we create a different atmosphere. It really is true that we just bring a more leveling, I think, having more women, just opening out that debate, getting in lots of issues and topics that affect all of us, not just women, not just carers, not just parents, not just whoever we are. It's about making sure that we introduce that kind of sense of compassion, respect. I don't agree with the phrase, it's just politics, so you just have to put up with it. This is a job. We get paid to do this. We have to have the same rules in politics and in doing this job as there is in any other job. But having us here is really important. So, whatever you do, please, please come into politics. We really need you, particularly if you're a woman and particularly if you're a young woman as well. You've come through a society where there's sometimes been lots of challenges for you. You've made it, you're resilient, you can do it. It doesn't matter what you're passionate about. You can be passionate about painting double yellow lines outside your home or your community centre or whatever. That's a political act. Just think what you want to do and what you want to change in your little streets, in your housing block, about your life in the past. Please, please just step into the space and just think you can do it, whatever it is. Everybody can do it, and we need you. Just go for it. I was very anxious about doing it. I went to sit at the back of a meeting once, a public meeting. I didn't realise the person I sat next to was an MP, and she got chatting to me. And I said I was very interested but didn't know what to do. And she said, just do it. And those are my 3 words, just do it. Go online, find an organisation that support you, elect her or your local party or a local organisation, and just talk to somebody. Just talk to me, just talk to us. We can give you the links, but please just do it.